Hey, how you doing? This is Georgia Truck Driver Nation. So, what I want to discuss here is going to be people asking, can you um, dispatch while being on the road? Can you dispatch like from 9 to 5 and things like this because they're interested in, well, I can learn to dispatch and I can still work my regular job and be effective. Now, this background, I hope this appears and I'll check it before I actually do it. So, this is a compilation of trucks. And I think hopefully by me showing this, and like this truck sitting behind me, this was the last truck I actually owned, which if you can see that this is a super sleeper. Okay, that was a Peterbilt 379. I had an 18 speed in it, C15, 625 horsepower, drop axle wet system, four-door burner box on the back, had external generator, had, kitchen, toilet, bathroom in it, fold down bunk and everything in it. So when you're talking about these trucks, we're talking about serious money. Okay. And so can you dispatch? Back to the question, can you dispatch 9 to 5? If you don't understand, and you got to see that the brokerages actually work from 9 to 5. So if you're trying to load trucks from 9 to 5, it's going to be pretty difficult. In fact, if you don't get up early, like say, if you're not on the bone, when I say working from like 7:30 Eastern time, that you need to be on the boards because that's when you're going to pull your best freight. If you wait till later in the day, there's nothing there. Now you're scavenging, trying to talk to brokers based on wherever your tractor is at, your truck and trailer for that owner operator, trying to find that freight. It doesn't make a lot of sense to wait to the middle of the day. Now you're fighting against everybody and everything that pops up, based like on DAT one. As soon as that freight pops up, it sends out alert and everybody's punching the phone number to try to get a hold of that broker. Or you're calling around trying to talk to brokers that may or may not be wanting to talk to you. Yeah, you can do TQL or CH Robinson, and they probably give you something. They probably got something around, but it may not be in the vicinity. And so, how far are you going to deadhead that truck? So you need to really consider when you're asking the questions your commitment of being a freight dispatcher. Freight dispatching should cover you very well if you actually take this serious and commit yourself to actually learning logistics. I give you everything you need with Truck Driver Nation that you're going to need to actually be a freight dispatcher. So I don't know, if you got family in transportation, and most people actually do. I don't care how rich they are, whatever. There's always truck drivers in the family. I mean, the trucks move America. So if you're going to get involved in this, you need to look at how much money you're talking about per truck that's involved in it. We're talking about the tractor, the trailer, like this truck right here. This tractor right there at the intersection at KW, I think that's a 368, 369. Behind that 680 coming right there. That right there, you got that with the trailer. That's a reefer unit. So you got the reefer unit. It's got a little bit longer sleeper from what it looks like. It may just be the skirts, but that's a serious setup. There's a lot of money in each of these trucks. That's a dry van. It's DOT set. I mean, it looks like it's California setup, but you got to really understand how much money. And these men are sitting at the truck stops waiting on you to get their freight. So if I'm not trying to be negative about it, but if you're not 100% into transportation, you probably just need to pass this on by. This maybe not be the opportunity for you. Now you can do truck driver recruiting, not a problem. And if you want to get on the broker side to being a freight agent, probably not a problem neither, because now you're looking for freight, but you got to look for direct shippers. But you got to have the ability to do this. And you say, well, my conversion rate, if you know anything about conversion rates, 5 to 10%. It's actually less than that. The truth is, you can make 500 calls or 500 texts or whatever you got a day. That's the reason when I offer people, hey, do you need somebody to handle inbound and outbound calls? The people that I have, that's all they do. And the reason I can do that is because I don't have to pay them much because they're outsourced. I provide them the phone lines and the rest of the data. I provide them all that. And their total job is just to keep on pumping as far as keeping the freight, the contacts going. So that's the whole point behind what they do. And they've got a script and they just keep on going, 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 dealing with direct shippers or dealing with brokers finding freight or dealing with truck drivers looking to go back into a truck if they're not wanting to become a freight dispatcher or a recruiter or a freight agent. So every section inside logistics actually has a position where you have to work a lot of leads. And the only thing is not even that. What kind of leads are they? Where are you getting your leads? If you're doing an aggregate system, or do you do the aggregate system where it's actually benefiting you? Now, if you come on with me, come into Truck Driver Nation, you learn the course, I'll teach you how to do all this stuff. But the main point being addressed, you really can't just dispatch from 9 to 5 and be okay. Maybe with one truck, maybe two trucks, but why would you even do it anyways? Because what if something happens to that truck while you're off in your 9 to 5 life, and then you come back, something happened like that car hauler there. What if a car that he didn't chain it down right now? That thing's in the middle of the interstate, and you got DOT there, state troopers there, whether it's DOT certified or not, and they're there messing with him. Okay, now he needs assistance. What if he don't have his insurance and his permit book for somewhere a real weird reason? You don't know. What if the kid's got in there playing with his permit book? Because usually most people stick the permit book down in their side pocket unless they got an overhead over their driver's seat. They stick it up there. And everything's supposed to be within reach to some degree, but it's not the real world. But anyways, I hope that helped give you a little bit of understanding of what you have to look at as far as being involved in freight dispatching or driver recruiting. Some parts of it require that you've got to be there on these times. And freight dispatching is really and truly one of those points. But anyways, if you're looking for a job, being a freight dispatcher, don't hesitate. Give me a call. I'm looking for freight dispatchers. I'm always looking for freight dispatchers, and I'm also looking for owner operators. If you guys need need somebody to load you up, I got some pretty good dispatchers that keep you going. But look at the website. We got good guarantees. So if you're not getting the money you need on the truck, well, we don't charge you. So tell us what you need, see what we can work out for you. I run a good group, pretty good of well-trained, pretty decent group of well-trained people. Um, for me to call them professionals, yeah, I could call them professionals, but I'm always real reluctant because I've been in transportation a long time and I'm kind of a hard ass when it comes to this. So do they make mistakes? Yeah. But I've seen some people that've been in this for years and they still make mistakes. And let's not bullshit the situation. Even I've made mistakes, even on the truck. Don't think I ain't torn no cars up, even as a car hauler. It happens. But anyways, I hope this helps you out, gives you some insight about that whole question, that 9 to 5. Um, and remember, you're working with time zones, Eastern to Pacific, and so everything starts in Eastern. You got to Pacific, 3 or 4 hour window there, and that does make a difference. So if you're working with somebody as a dispatcher, where it's time zone are they in? Are you getting up? So are you getting up at 4 o'clock? Or 3:30 to ready to get on the load boards if you're on Pacific time? You should be up going at it, not getting ready to go at it, not sitting there sipping your coffee or whatever you're doing. You should be hardcore on it, digging, digging, digging. You need to be alert, aware, not coming out of a slumber. So, but that's the truth about how trucking works. This is 24/7, 365 job when it comes to dealing with trucks. You never can tell what's going to happen. So you have to be supportive to your owner operators. It's just not here's the freight and there you go. That's just not good service because you're providing a service. You're not producing nothing. But anyways, I hope this helped you. And if you want to get a hold of me, go to my website. All the contact information is on there. Obviously, if I'm not available, let them know you need to speak with me. They'll schedule an appointment, and that way we can go through whatever you need to know and assist you in whatever you need. And hopefully, we can work something out to actually provide service or help you get moving. And if you need a trucking job, if you need um, guys to do cold calls for you, whether guys and girls do cold call inbound, if you're looking for direct shippers and things like that. But anyways, I appreciate your time. I hope this helped. Everybody have a great day. If you're out on the road, please be safe out there. And I look forward to hearing from those that need our assistance. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed day.